just like we did the last concert, go ahead and stay in ready position the whole time, okay? Yes? I'm so excited, it's our last concert. Okay? Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Symphonic Winds concert. You didn't know they could sing, too, did you? We've been working on that. And you know what? It's helped tremendously. So I'm glad that they can show that to you. We would like to welcome everyone tonight. We also want to welcome everyone who's watching virtually on our live stream. Hello. And go ahead and please type in the chat where you're watching from. If you're, of course, outside the United States, let us know what country you're from. You know, we've been really fortunate. We've started this before COVID, and we're very fortunate that we've been on 6 continents. We're still waiting for Antarctica, so if you've got a friend, let us know. Because it's been amazing that we're able to connect family and friends from all over the world. So and I shared that out with you in a text message. So hopefully you were able to share that with family and friends. That's on our Facebook and YouTube channels. Tonight we're going to begin our concert with a fun and energetic piece called Groovy by Richard Salcedo. Hope you enjoy. Thank you so much. What a great, cool piece to start our concert with. Well, our next selection is one that we played for UIL in our Indianapolis concert called the Royal Air Force March Past by Walford Davies. But tonight, a little bit different, as I'm going to sit in the audience and listen, or backstage and listen, because we have a student conductor tonight. And this is something that we started several years ago, and so I would like for you to please welcome in her concert conducting debut. And what a beautiful venue to have her debut conducting in, right? Miss Rena Pratt conducting the Royal Air Force March. So please welcome to the podium, Rena Pratt. I think there's a drum major in our future, right? Oh my goodness, another round of applause for Rena. So our next selection tonight is for all you moms that grew up in the 90s. So maybe sang along with some Backstreet Boys, right? So all you moms out there would love the Backstreet Boys. We're going to play I Want It That Way. All right, so our next song we're going to do is a very challenging one. And I'm also going to say that it's amazing how much music the students have learned in just the last 3 weeks of school. So we didn't start working on this music until after UIL, really. So I'm very impressed with what they're doing. The next piece we're going to play for you is a band classic. So when you think of all the music written for our medium band, this song was written by Charles Carter called Overture for Winds. It was written in 1959, and it's a staple in the band literature. And so you hear a lot of high school groups that play this, you hear some university groups that play this song. But this is a wonderful piece of music, and the students have really fallen in love with it. And it's called Overture for Winds by Charles Carter. Okay. Well, isn't that cool piece? I love that. So before we perform our final piece tonight, I wanted to go over a few important announcements and reminders. And don't worry, I have it written down so I don't go too long. Final exam is due tomorrow. Final exam is due tomorrow through Schoology. So hopefully the students have already done that, or they have a couple options where they can submit because that's due tomorrow. Please help your student. Please help remind your student if they haven't gotten that done. Tomorrow we begin our scale portion of our final exam. We'll do that during class, and I anticipate we'll be able to get that done tomorrow. So students, scales tomorrow. And then, of course, you're going to need to bring your instrument because we have scale exams tomorrow, and then Thursday and Friday we have we have a lesson plan that we're doing, and then again on Tuesday. So let me go over that again because that was a lot of information. So yes instruments Wednesday, yes instruments Thursday, yes instruments Friday. Memorial Day, yes instruments Tuesday. And then after Tuesday, instruments go home and they stay home. And then we'll resume next school year. Now, if your child plays a school-owned instrument, you need to get those returned Wednesday, Thursday, Friday at the very latest, because we need to get those checked out to the 6th graders and maybe some 7th graders. So if your child is playing a tuba or a euphonium or an oboe or something that's a school-owned instrument, we got to get that checked in. I think Mr. Smith said that we're going to be at the school till 8 o'clock Wednesday and Thursday.
That's right.
To kind of help you out. So please bring those instruments up. Also, tomorrow, if your child can please bring their uniform, Miss Bailey would greatly appreciate that. And we realize that the uniforms are dirty, but Miss Bailey has volunteered to clean those for us. And so, please bring your child's uniform, have it labeled with their name on it, like put some tape on there, and have it labeled. We've got to get those checked in. And if you could bring a hanger, that would also be helpful because I think Miss Bailey said we issued everyone a uniform on a hanger, so we would love a hanger back. So tomorrow, students, uniforms. Okay? All right. And then everybody's always concerned about band placement, so if your child is in the 7th grade and they're curious about their band placement, we're going to post those on the last day of school, so on Thursday. And they'll also be able to see all the other students that'll be in their class with them for next year. If your child is going into high school, then you just need to talk to a high school band director that they're zoned to. And I know that Cy Ranch has already been doing marching camps, and I know that Mega Band for Cy Woods has been going on this week. And quick plug for that is that I know that we have awards night on Thursday for Spillane, and so please go to awards night. Mr. Peterman is very aware that the students have that, and it's an important activity that they go to awards night because we want to recognize them for all of the things that they're so awesome at doing in Spillane. So no penalty to them with Cy Woods marching band, so just let Mr. Peterman know so that he can plan for that. But Thursday, Mega Band or awards night. And then summer is a great time for you to schedule your yearly maintenance for your instrument. And I tell the students that instruments are like cars, that they have moving parts and they need replacing sometimes or maintenance to just get everything in line. So the summertime is a great time to do that. And let's see, I talked about that. Hopefully you went to Chick-fil-A. I talked to some parents before the concert and they said that there were a ton of y'all at Chick-fil-A, so thank you for that. Because Chick-fil-A will be closed by the time we get out of here tonight. So thank you for supporting that. That money goes to help pay for the things like the ice cream party we had the other day, or just fun things throughout the year for our students. So thank you so much for supporting that. And thank you so much for the wonderful, generous gift that you guys gave to me and the other band directors. Ms. Worrell and Ms. Barrett came up to the band hall earlier today and with a very generous gift on behalf of all of you. We wanted to say thank you so much. That really means a whole lot to us, and it's wonderful to teach and be a part of a community that supports music education like we do here at Spillane. And it's just been an amazing year, and thank you so much for that very, very generous gift. And then, on a very personal note, thank you for letting me teach your kids this year. I was telling the students this morning in class, every day we have a PowerPoint that shows what we're doing, like an agenda for the day and announcements and things like that. I scrolled all the way back to the very first day of school, And I try to put a quote at the bottom, and the quote at the bottom said, I'm not telling you it's going to be easy, but I promise that it'll be worth it. And this has been an extraordinary year for these students on stage. And I hope that they feel, and I hope that you feel, that the hard work and the sacrifice and the early morning section rehearsals and the trip and, just all the things, listening to students practice, that has been worth it, because I'm in awe every day of these students. And they make me smile when they come into class, and then they make me smile when they're leaving class, even though some of them don't leave on time because they love playing their instruments and we have to shoot them out of the band hall because they'd rather play their instruments and go to lunch. But that's okay. But it is a joy to teach them every single day, so thank you for allowing us to do that. We're going to conclude our concert tonight with a crowd favorite. We're going to do the Great Rubber Chickens. You couldn't not do the Rubber Chickens one last time. Good news, the Rubber Chickens are going to your home, and they're coming out of our band hall. So the Rubber Chickens are coming home with you as a memento of the awesome year we've had. So, Mr. Smith, am I forgetting anything?
I think you covered it.
Oh, actually, I am forgetting something. I totally forgot. But if we could get a couple parents to help, I talked to the VPAC staff, and they have an event tomorrow in here. So if we could help parents, if we could help stack chairs and do music stands, and if we could put the risers all the way on that side of the stage, we don't have to just stack them up. If we can get some parents to help us with chairs and stands and risers while the students are putting away their equipment, and then they'll meet you at the foyer of the auditorium, that would be super helpful to the VPAC staff. And how amazing is it that we can play our concert here tonight? Right? This is a first for us. This is way better than playing at the cafeteria. So I'm super excited that we were able to rent out the facility tonight. So thank you so much to the VPAC staff. So thank you. All right. Rubber Chicken. One last time. I'm so excited. Here we go. Thank you again, parents, for a wonderful year, a wonderful concert of music making. And we're going to get the students to pack everything up. And then if we can get a few parents to help us on stage, that'd be great. Thank you again for a wonderful evening.